Welcome to Whispers from the Woods. Tonight, we journey deep into Black Pine Ridge, a realm of pitch pines and ancient echoes, where the night reveals more than just shadows. If you listen closely, you can hear the wind, and sometimes its voice isn't just the breeze. Stay close, the forest is waking. This is the howling of Black Pine Ridge. Black Pine Ridge lies sequestered in the Appalachian heartland, a jagged spine of hemlock and pitch pine, cut by hidden valleys and choked with mist. The path is ancient, rumored to date back to Cherokee hunters, later traversed by settlers and miners who vanished without trace. Legend traces back to the 1800s, hunter Elijah Black, who pledged to only take what the forest gave. When he violated that pact, killing a white-tailed deer in a sacred grove, he disappeared into the night. A hunter's howl was heard, clear, anguished, inhuman. Just 20 years ago, local cryptid trackers reported something they call the smoke wolf, a dark phantom, the shape of a wolf, yet with eyes that glowed crimson and fur that dissipated into mist when approached. Remote Appalachian forums and hiker logs buzz with hushed warnings passed as tales, some chilling enough to send others racing from the ridge by nightfall. Mark's Camp Journal, October 2023. At around 9 p.m., an otherworldly howl echoed through our camp. Low, guttural, so layered it felt like three voices rising in unison. We could feel it in our bones. We packed silently and left under cover of darkness. Mark's account leaves no doubt. This ridge doesn't summon, it demands silence. Dana's whispered warning. I thought I heard someone call my name through the wind, but no one else was around, no hiker, no other voice, nothing. It felt like something knows you're alone and uses your name to pull you deeper into the pines. This echoes old Appalachian caution: never speak your name into the dark, or something else might repeat it back to you. Burning eyewitness words. Countryside hikers near Dalton shared whispers of being watched. Multiple hikers reported similar sensations. One wrote, I just felt someone or something staying just beyond my peripheral vision. Nothing tangible moved, but I wasn't alone. Voices from Blood Mountain, Georgia. A pair of hikers camping near Blood Mountain witnessed glowing red eyes, a silent push into a creek, and a disembodied daughter's voice swirling from three directions over a creek. Their friend nearly drowned in confusion and panic. We heard her voice in front of us, behind us, and to the left, even though there was no trail there. Ignore screaming or ghostly voices, especially at night. One hiker on subreddit forum Rules Horror advised, if you hear screaming in the Appalachian Mountains, especially a woman's scream, no, you didn't. Ignore it at all costs and do not try to find the source. You follow that scream and no one will ever find your body. Never answer when your name is whispered. Just move forward. An Appalachian hiker shared, I heard my grandma screaming my name 100 feet away. I knew better not to turn. I just kept walking forward and later found trees knocked across the trail that weren't there on the way in. These stories converge on shared truths. Hikers across Blue Ridge and Smoky Ridge lines report red glowing eyes, voice mimicry, and feeling watched in silence. Cryptid legends like the Boojum, an 8-foot-tall hairy man-creature, share the ridgeline with will-o-wisps, haunted vision figures, and smoke wolves reported across Tennessee and North Carolina. As you piece together these accounts, a pattern emerges. Black Pine Ridge doesn't allow mistakes. It doesn't forgive sleeping alone, disregarded superstitions, or whispered names in the dark. A solo backpacker named Jay ventured onto Black Pine Ridge last summer. He described, "I saw 2 black shapes slinking line by line, perfectly still until they stepped forward. Their eyes glowed red, and then everything went quiet." Jay reported his compass spun erratically, and his watch flashed the wrong time twice. He hiked miles off trail before the ridge began to feel normal again. Local folklore speaks of Elijah Black, who hunted sacred white-tailed deer and refused to honor the forest spirits. Old-timers say he was cursed on Black Pine Ridge at the Wolf's Hour. A Cherokee legend warns of Chulkalu, the slant-eyed giant who guards mountain ridges in that region, but the hunter's version is of a spectral man-wolf howling by moonlight. Some even compare it to the Cherokee Two Wolves story, one of nature's balance, one of man's transgression. 2 campers, Mia and Claire, ventured onto the ridge. Night fell, and their recorded clip captured this. And then the howl came, like 3 wolves at once, low and flat, over and over. It washed over us, bright and terrible. It ended with a final human-like moan, pulling them to silence. They rolled tape for 5 minutes, froze, then their fire extinguished. Only cold ash remained. How do people survive there? Locals share folk rituals, carry a wolfsbane sachet to confuse forest spirits, leave salt, feathers, or wolf charms at trail junctions, maintain a steady whistle or prayer. Silence is where they strike. Apologists suggest could be cougar calls, mountain lions, or coyotes. Echoes in ridges warp their calls into unearthly howls, but hikers report seeing bipedal shapes, not cats or coyotes. Even wildlife experts admit some ridge anomalies remain unclassified. In 2008, a seasoned hunter, Tom, returned from ridge after 3 days alone. He was silent on the drive back. At his home, his dog ran away. He whispered beneath heavy breaths. It followed me, howled at me, called me Elijah. He now only hunts with companions, never sets foot north of the ridge. Black Pine Ridge is beautiful until the pines whisper your name. If you hear howling in moments that should be silent, think again. Will it be curiosity that leads you off trail? Will it be regret? Whatever it is, keep your whistle steady and your back to the ridge. Could you survive the howling? If the wind whispers your name next, stay close, keep your circle tight, and remember, the forest is always listening. If you've stayed with the ridge this far, Subscribe for more whispers carried on the wind. This has been Whispers from the Woods, where every ridge holds a secret and some howls never fade. Until our paths cross again, keep your circle close, and whatever you do, don't answer the call in the pines.